Welcome. How about some angel card readings today? Woohoo! Welcome to the MoJo Show. I am your hostess with the mostest, MoJo Medium. That's right, aka Susan Morrow Johnson. And I was going to use the headphones to make sure you could hear me. If you can't hear me, excuse me, well enough, comment below, and I will get back to you about. I'll put in the headphones. Okay, so yes, I am wearing a wrap over a sweater with a really cute little pin. And I got this darling wrap at what my husband lovingly calls Cracker Burial. And I got it really cheap after Christmas. And it's not really a Christmas wrap. It's just a cute wrap. And it's a little chilly. It's in the 50s outside, so it's probably in the 60s in my office. It's a little chilly. So I apologize for being a minute late. I started out the day really, really early. And a task I needed to take care of this morning fell through because of a missed flight and actually a canceled flight. And so then when I came back home, I've just been going crazy working ever since. So here I am, and I'm glad to see you. Again, I'm MoJo Medium. Find me on the web at mojomedium.com. This is my weekly Facebook Live video that I do on Thursdays at 2, and in which I present angel card readings for you. Now, I really have to talk about a couple of things before we get to the full-on angel card readings. But let's start with the good news only card, shall we? The good news only fortune-telling deck. Hey, Alice, so good to see you. Gosh, I haven't talked to you in ages. I'm glad to see you. So we're going to do the good news only fortune-telling deck. This is exactly what it sounds like. These cards are never anything but good news. And I was inspired to create these after one too many people asked me, what bad thing do I need to worry about? What terrible thing will befall me in my near future? And really, people worry. I worry. And so the purpose of the golden deck of good news only cards is twofold. First, to give you something to look forward to give you something to expect, something good. And second, to help you exercise that thought process of looking for something good and expecting something good. Because if you look for the bad, guess what you find? And if you look for the good, guess what you find? Yeah, same, right? Okay, so let's do the good news only card. This is for you, wherever you are, whenever you may see this, whether you see it live or in the replay. That's the thing about things like this. Anytime you're witness to someone else's reading or you see this, which is actually for you, it means that it is for you. If you hear John Edward giving a reading to someone, or the Long Island Medium, or you're watching, Mama Medium, then it's for you. You're listening and you're going like, wow, that sounds like they could be talking to me. They are. They're talking to you. Spirit is amazingly well organized, getting information to you when you need it. It's just the way for you that you can understand it. So don't be fooled just because they seem to be talking to someone besides you. All right. We're going to draw you a nice good news card. Oh, how appropriate. Valentine's Day is next week, and we've got the love card, baby. Love. It's the love boat. Okay. So, taking at face value, that's awesome to look for love, right? And especially with Valentine's Day around the corner. However, I like to put a personal touch to it and see. Now, see if you had a deck of these cards at home, the good news only cards, and you cut the deck once a day or a couple of times a week, and you pulled the love card one day, you wouldn't need any interpretation. You can just look at that and go, let's see how love shows up in the next few days to a week or today. But I do like to put a little personal touch on it. So let's see what we've got here. I feel like this is, even though it's Valentine's Day coming up next week, I don't feel like this is about romantic love. This is more like familial love, and especially love between you and a parent or you and your child, okay? So while you always love them, there will be an additional sort of affirmation of that love in the next few days to a week. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah. And every time I draw these cards, they're for me too. And so I have to stop and think, wow, what does that mean for me? What is that about? Okay, like I said, I've got to tell you a couple of important things, and then we'll get on to the big angel card readings. First of all, MoJo My Life. Very cool. MoJo My Life is a group coaching program. Now, if you've never had any coaching or done any coaching, and I know I did a questionnaire last year that I know chances are very good that you have never been coached or had a coach, or maybe you don't even know what coaching is, and that's totally fine. MoJo My Life is a great way to get your feet wet in coaching. It's really, really super affordable, and it is 2 meetings per month on Zoom meeting, where we meet on video conference, and you have the option of tuning in only with your voice and not with your face. So don't worry about being seen if you don't want to. And we talk about all kinds of things to make your life better. And you can get coached, and you can hear other people be coached. And I generally give lectures sometimes. We have a private Facebook page where we get together. It's our little family room. And, we share things there as well. So I want you to consider mojoing your life this year in 2020 and see how much better you can make it by the end of the year. Okay? If you really want to make changes, this is a great way to do it. And if you want to know more about it, go to mojomedium.com and you'll find MoJo My Life. The other thing I want to tell you, big announcement, is there's another MoJo Show, and it is my new podcast, and I'm really excited. It's on Spotify, and it's on some other stuff that I don't know, but wherever you get your podcasts, you're likely to be able to find it. If you'll look up, just Google the MoJo Show podcast, and you'll find it. It's also on anchor.fm, which is the application that I use to create it, and it's very, very cool. And I just have 1 episode up there so far, but it's about self. It's about yourself, and I would love for you to hear it, and I'd love your feedback. So if you want to let me know what you think about it, that would be awesome too. I'm really excited about doing a podcast. I'm aiming for every week, so I'm very excited about it, and I hope you'll listen in. Again, it's called the MoJo Show, just like this one, but I'm not doing angel card readings on it. Okay? Okay, cool. So I tell you what, speaking of making your year better, and I do this Make Magic program, which is about manifestation and law of attraction and creating what you want. Having my own radio show, has been essentially a lifelong dream. And to have a real podcast is essentially a fulfillment of that dream. And it was kind of an accident. I mean, I heard of anchor.fm sometime last year, and I'll go ahead and promote it. It's free, and you can make money if you put ads in it. It's crazy. And so I heard about it late last year, but my dad was in the throes of the end of his life, and once he was gone and I was able to take a minute to go look at it, I was like, this is way cool. And so I made a nice little logo, and I created my first episode. So it's kind of cool. But the point is that it's something that I've manifested. Like I said, I've always wanted my own radio show. I've always wanted, for a long time, I've wanted a chat show or a talk show on TV as well. So that's next. But here it is, boom. And I really I wasn't trying. I wasn't sitting there last year going, I need a podcast. It just kind of fell in my lap and happened. And there it is, dream fulfilled. Cool. All right, time for the real card readings. Okay, this is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins cards. Great. Thank you, Jody, and I'm glad. Okay, these are the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins cards, and we're gonna do angel card readings, and this is how we do it. And don't worry, I'll walk you through the whole process. First, we're going to do a micro meditation, which you can use at other times in your life. It's like pushing the reset button, getting you centered and calm. Then I'm going to shuffle the deck of cards while you think of your question. And then we are going to, I'll deal out 3 cards face down, and you'll choose 1, 2, or 3. And whichever one you choose, that's your reading. But as I said earlier on this video, whenever you see it, and whatever you hear that means something to you is meant for you, okay? So even if you choose 1 and number 3 really speaks to you, that's for you too, all right? So it's a simple process, and it's fun, and it's interesting, and sometimes it's really, really inspiring. So let's do it. All right, first we're gonna do the micro meditation, and it's real easy. It's just 3 deep breaths. So what you want to do is you'll close your eyes, and don't close your eyes yet. I'm still showing you. Close your eyes. I get comfortable, cross my feet at the ankles, and I usually cross my fingers like this and lay them in my lap. You may hold your body in your hands however you are comfortable, but that's what I do. And then we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Now know that when you breathe, you want to breathe all the way to your toes. Make sure your tummy sticks out so that your lungs can really fill up, okay? We're going to do 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. Not in that order. In, out, and yeah, okay. So we're going to do that, and then we will be reset. Oh, very important. While we're doing this, don't forget to exhale. That's right. Jody Ann's got it. Don't forget to exhale. So while we're doing our breaths, I want you to think, focus on this thought. I call in my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. I'm going to say that again. I call in my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Now, I've already done this for you before I went live, but we're going to redouble that, and this gets you involved and into your own reading, okay? All right, are you ready? Let's go. 3 breaths. Inhale. Excellent. 2 more. And last one. Ooh, wonderful. Isn't that good? I didn't close my eyes all the way this time because last week I nearly floated away into the ether, as is kind of typical for me. So I hope that you're back. I hope that we're all here, we're centered. You can use that little micro meditation anytime. It's like counting to 10, only much more effective. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, I want you to think about your biggest question or your biggest concern. And if you can't think of one, or if you have too many to choose from, then just think of the question, what do I need to know right now? Okay? Concentrate on that while I'm shuffling the cards. And for those who are wondering, no, I still have not baby powdered or cornstarched my sticky cards. So I do the best I can, and maybe after the 3rd shuffle, I will separate them some more. Okay. So we don't want to come up with the wrong cards for you, right? Okay. Kind of doing a little extra manual shuffling, you know. Deal out some cards like that and get them separated from the sticky cards next to them. Okay. You know, someday I would love it if, like, I don't know, if you could see more of me, but hear me better, like see me and hear me. See me, hear me better. Okay. Okay, I think I've shuffled it sufficiently. I'm going to cut the deck. I hope you've thought of your question. Cut the deck, and I'm going to deal out 3 cards face down so that I will see them at the same time you do. Okay, we got 3 cards. Now, your job is to choose 1, 2, or 3. And you can share your choice of 1, 2, or 3, excuse me, as well as your question. You can share that with us here if you like. And if you don't like, well, I guess that's okay. So choose 1, 2, or 3, and that will be your card. And you can share your question with us if you like. Okay, are you ready? Card number 1. If you chose 1, this is your card. Let's see here. Make a wish. Sorry, I'm using my phone today because I didn't trust my computer to be fast enough. And so that means I forget where the camera is because I'm used to it being at the top of the screen, and it's not. It's over on the left. So There you go. So it's make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Actually, this time, this does feel like it pertains to Valentine's Day or something around that, something around romantic love. So if you don't have a Valentine, maybe you want to wish for a Valentine. Or if you are in a relationship, wish for what you want. Wish for what you want. You know, my husband and I don't make a big thing of Valentine's Day, and it's usually not very important to me. But now that I've seen this card, I think I'm going to say, hey, honey, how about we go out for heart-shaped steaks that night? So that's what that's about. It's about Valentine's. Make a wish regarding Valentine's. Okay. All right. If you chose card number 2, you've got self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you are God's perfect child. So this is a big one for all of us. And speaking of child, so this is talking about, it says, let go of old guilt and remember you're God's perfect child. So think about something actually from your childhood. And I'm talking about like before puberty. And think about something that you're still feeling a little bit, that you cringe when you think back on it. Not just something silly, but something, where you hurt somebody's feelings. Like I can think of one time when I said a bad word, not in church, but in a building at church, and a woman heard me. And I was imitating someone, but I still felt really, really bad because I never said bad words. But that's a little bit silly. But the other one I'm thinking of is a girl who I've known her all my life, and she was my best friend in 5th grade. And in 6th grade, for some reason, we hated each other, and I was really mean to her. And years later, I apologized, and I don't know if she forgives me to this day, really. I mean, she talks to me, but okay. So that's what I'm talking about, self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt, and remember that you're God's perfect child. Now, if it's something that you did to someone, and you've tried to make amends, that's good, but you still need to forgive yourself. And remember that you were a child. Okay. All right. That's number 2. If you chose number 3, it is this. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. I love that. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. And you don't know when the miracle is going to occur, so never quit. Never give up. Stay optimistic. I love that. Okay, let's see what it pertains to. Why I'm singing, I don't know. I've been riding the emotional roller coaster since my father's death 3 weeks ago. And, sometimes I cry, sometimes I fall over in a sleepy heap, and then sometimes I sing. Go figure. That's grief for you, right? Okay, so stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So, okay, you remember just a few minutes ago, I mentioned that having a podcast is actually the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. That's what's in order for you, okay? I don't feel like it has to do with something recent, like a recent wish, like we talked about the Make-A-Wish on card number 1, to wish something for Valentine's Day. This is like something a long time ago. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. You may even be surprised by the manifestation of your dream. You may be surprised by that because it's from something from a long time ago. And, like how many of us wanted to be a rock star, right? Or some people wanted to be an athletic star of some sort, a football star, hero, whatever. Or a famous ballerina, any of those things. And then as we grew up, those kind of things were like, well, okay, so I'm not going to be a rock star. Not this time around, But you might be able to be, you might start a karaoke club, which is something I'm considering because I have so much time. So think about that. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Okay, so in the next few days to a week, you can look for evidence of an old dream starting to manifest in your life. Cool. And I'm telling you, if any or all of the readings resonate with you, they are for you. And that's what's important. All right, I have taken enough of your time. Remember to check out the podcast, The MoJo Show. And also head on over to mojomedium.com and you'll like what you see. Okay. Oh, wait. Don't click with the mouse. Click on the screen. Okay, it's great to see y'all. MoJo out.